Good afternoon to everyone. At the outset, I sincerely express my thanks and gratitude to the organizers, especially President of the MASU, for inviting me. Distinguished guest of today, Dr.K.Subrahmaniyan, Director NRCB Trichy, Dr. Ravi Kumar IFS, Director Institute of Forest Genetics and Tree Breeding, Coimbatore, Dr. Sendil, President MASU, Dr. Babu, Dean Agri and Dean SPGS. Good afternoon to everyone. Pleased to see a lot of students here in the Madras Agriculture Students Union. Once again, the Union of Madras Agriculture Students. Because on the way back to when the students role in taking this kind of society to ahead and their responsibility in taking to the next platform. We have to sensitize all those people. It is not a society run by the faculties or for some other reason. It's a symbol of legacy for the MASU is only your Madras Agriculture Journal. Because whenever, not now, I don't know much about the current scenario. 25 years back, when you visited some other institute beyond our state, maybe in neighboring states or in North Indian state, when you used to meet a scientist from different university, the first question they will ask only two things. Because whenever we say about Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, we have two icons. One is the physical icon is this our RI building, and the virtual icon is our Madras Agriculture Journal. So they will inquire about the Madras Agriculture Journal, how you are evaluating, how you are having a journal which started 100 years before, still you could be able to maintain in a different standard, because they didn't ask for some other thing. They were very curious about. We have sent lot of papers, manuscript to your Madras Agriculture Journal, but we didn't get any reply. And even after 6 or 3 months, we find it very difficult to publish a paper in Madras Agriculture Journal. So that kind of legacy we had in the olden days, but after, due to so many reasons, it has come down. The pomp and splendor of that journal has come down to a little, in a different, for different reason. We cannot say that because as far as agriculture science is concerned, earlier we were much concerned about the development of technologies and maybe a variety or plant production technology or crop production technology or crop protection. We worked mainly only towards the farmers' welfare. So we were very much interested in developing the technologies rather than publishing papers. So even 100 years before, we had that thought and how to cover the insightfulness that our forefathers had 100 years before about the importance of publications and why should it has to be published. Because it's only after in the late 1960s and after even the introduction of the Green Revolution, we give importance for the research-oriented technologies and other things. Then only we started to publish so many papers. Even in the Madras Agriculture Journal, we used to publish one article about the recently released varieties. It's one way of not only popularizing the varieties, we are promoting the varieties across the nation that we have achieved this kind of thing through development of maybe a drought-resistant variety or a pest and disease-resistant variety or a short-duration variety or a high-yielding variety. We used this Madras Agriculture Journal as one of a platform for extrapolating our technologies and as well as the varieties. Because as you know, the TME2 groundnut variety is a national variety. Still it is ruling. It is ruling. Like that, we have lot of varieties which still ruling across the nation. For that, this kind of research forum or the research journal helped us to expose our scientists in a different arena. So in those areas, it was a notable progress we made in those days. And after that, there are two kinds of research, as I used to emphasize that one. One is fundamental or basic research, and the second one is the applied research. Every time we very often fail because even we try to convert the basic or fundamental research into an applied research. That's why most of the time our technology fails. If it is farmers oriented of really having a practical application, it will never fail. That is the another thing. So for that, we can segregate. This is the basic and applied research. This we can give much importance for those kind of research paper in Madras Agriculture Journal. That's the reason why the journals which are having high impact factor, they do concentrate more on the fundamental research paper or not on the applied research paper. That is one thing. So we have to balance. For that we can, for the having more impact factor or to increase the impact factor of any journal, we cannot simply ignore the applied research. So we have to include balanced papers in terms of either maybe a review paper or a research paper which focuses on the fundamental research. That is the one thing. Second thing, we have to do something for improving the standard and as well as impact factor. We have to compete with the other journals. We have to compete with them, and we cannot think that we cannot do anything with the available resources. Because if you think like that, no one is having this kind of abundant resources across the nation. If it cannot be achieved by us, no one can achieve. So there are a lot of avenues where we can improve. Even our director NRCB just now discussed with me. We can have a collaboration or tie up with some leading publisher like Elsewhere or Springer or something like that. Then at this point of time, I would suggest two things. We can think on the other side. Second thing, for the publication or for submitting the thesis, now we have made it mandatory to publish 2 papers in NOS rating more than 6. That is the major reason why people are not thinking about publishing a paper in MASU. That is the main reason. So even if submit some manuscript, so the cream they have separated and they have sent it to some other journal, and what we get is the substandard material. Publishing the substandard research papers and expecting the journals to cross 6 is not a good approach. For that, we cannot make a decision as of now. We can think of the Dean SPGS and Dr. Senthil. They can sit together with the other deans and the faculties, and they can work out some other modalities, how a good research paper or good research manuscript can be submitted and how to attract the researchers. That is the one kind of approach that we have to discuss. And second thing, nowadays we are having student research at the UG level, but even 5% of the research outcome is published anywhere. So we have to work out somewhere. We can plan and accommodate those research also in the Madras Agriculture Journal. And whenever we talk about the impact factor, it is merely only because of the citations, not because of any other thing. So we should, doesn't matter. You publish a paper in a journal with the NOS rating more than 10 or 11 or 12. Wherever possible, try to cite our research work from the Madras Agriculture Journal. A single scientist, it has to be collectively discussed, and we have to work out some modalities for improving the standard of the Madras Agriculture Journals. Before conclude, I all the award winners. Further, my special thanks to them for sparing some time to apply for the awards, because it is nowadays it has become a very big problem for us. Even for the foundation day, we invited the application for different awards, but we didn't get that much of a response from the scientists. I don't know what would be the reason. At least they have applied and they have come and they are recognized today, and they will be getting the awards. Once again, congratulations to the award winners, and also to the organizer, especially Dr. Senthil. After assuming the charges of the president of MASU, he took a lot of efforts in revamping the journal, but everything cannot be done within a short period of time. And once it has been ignited, then it is the responsibility of the successors or the other faculties to take to the next or higher level. Thank you, one and all.